Hello guys, I got my big book of lists, and I like making lists. It's kind of fun to do. I make my top 10 video for things to watch that are scary and creepy, even though Halloween is officially over, which is kind of scary in its own right. 10 lists of scary you can watch after Halloween on YouTube, or you can get them if you go to the library and check them out, or you can buy them online or at your Walmart or any kind of store like that. Let's list them off. Number 10, Goosebumps. You remember that books you used to read when that scared the tar out of you by R.L. Stein about the blob and stuff like that, mummies. Well, they had a TV show, and well, it wasn't as good as others, like some of I'm going to mention later on. It was a legitly fun show to watch. It is nostalgia for the girls from the 80s, 90s club. Like, I'm from 90s, so yeah. Tales from the Crypt is on number 9. I wasn't allowed to watch it because it was like more of an adult show. I've seen the cartoon, and it's a pretty interesting cartoon. I like the cartoon better because I grew up on it. And, yeah. And number 8, it has to be tied between the Ghostbusters cartoon and Beetlejuice. They both were movies that were turned into cartoons, and they're pretty good cartoons. I'd recommend watching them. I think they're better than the movies, but this is just me. And I've always liked Beetlejuice better than the Ghostbusters. I don't know. Number 7. It's really not really ghost, witchy, Halloween kind of thing, but it has to do with monsters and real monsters. Yes, they are monsters on this earth. Oh. Actually, there are monsters on this earth, and they're in your fried chicken and your pork chops and your cookies dough. If you haven't guessed what I'm talking about, I'm talking about Twilight and salmonella poisoning. It's basically about bacteria and stuff like that, parasites getting inside your parasites, especially getting inside of your body and attacking it. It makes a lot of food seem so not good after watching it, but it's a fun show. I mean, I have people who love this show. I don't really watch it that much because it kind of sounds icky. Number 6, another thing, real monsters, real deadly women. Deadly Women on ID. ID is kind of like full of murder mysteries, but I've enjoyed Deadly Women the best. It has murders from the 1950s, 1800s, and nowadays. And it has women that basically kill anything, like their kids, their husbands, their boyfriends, their parents, their teachers, their classmates, their people they work with, the bosses, or just random people. It's just really creepy. It's kind of scary. It kind of teaches you how the human mind works. I'd recommend watching it because it's really interesting. 5, Ghostly Encounters. Ghostly Encounters is about people that, have been dealing with the paranormal all of their lives since they were kids. They've been dealing with demons, ghosts, spirits, and they talk about, like, different kind of hauntings they've had, and it's pretty interesting to see them, like, talk about how this has happened when they were very young, and then like, many people, their parents say, no, it's just your imagination, you're seeing things, you're going, or people might say, oh, you're crazy, you're not seeing ghosts. But they do, and they're not crazy. They're normal people that you wouldn't think would see demons, ghosts, and spirits. It's a gift that not a lot of people have, and these people do have. And it just makes me think that just the label crazy might be not right for some people. They might just have a unique gift that not many people have. And number 4, My Real Ghost Story. These are all on bio. These 2 past ones, Ghostly Encounters and My Ghost Story. My Ghost Story is more of like the haunted places where that was haunted, like haunted bars, haunted hotels, haunted places, haunted cemeteries, haunted houses that people lived in, haunted parks, everything. They encounter evil, deadly spirits that are like from Satan, or are from just evil people, or sometimes people get visits from dead family members. It's just an interesting show. I like My Ghost Story, and they have the celebrity version that's just pretty interesting hearing your favorite rock stars talk about their spiritual encounters. And number 2, like I said, I'm doing like nostalgia, and this one is very nostalgic. And if anybody in the 90s doesn't remember it, I don't know where you were. You lived under a rock. Are You Afraid of the Dark? I know you were going to remember that show because it scared the 7-year-old pants off of me. I mean, my parents wouldn't let me watch it, or if I watched it with my younger siblings, which was kind of hard not to because they were always everywhere I was. I got in big trouble. Like, your brother does not need to be watching Are You Afraid of the Dark? He's 6 years old and you're 9. But we're big kids now, and Sarah and I can watch whatever we want. So I can watch it on my YouTube. YouTube is good to watch all these old shows. Just look it up and watch it. I'd suggest it. Oh, and number 2, yeah. That's number 3, right? Yeah. That's number 3. And number 2 is Haunting. The Haunting. I remember watching this when I was like about senior year, and this girl was kind of possessed by the devil or something, and I watched a couple more, and it's about like ghost stories. It's on A&E. It's kind of goes through what happened and how it began and how it ended, and sometimes it has good endings, sometimes it has really sad endings, but it always ends where the ghost and demon is exorcised by some kind of minister, priest, and things like that. There are a lot of Catholic priests coming into the house and blessing it, or a minister from the Lutheran church who says, I can't do this, you have to go to the Catholic church, or a shaman from a tribe. It's pretty interesting. And it kind of brings light to the Catholic Church in ways that a lot of people don't know about, like The Exorcist and stuff like that. If you ever have like, oh my god, having a really terrible ghost trouble, call the Catholic Church. As a Catholic schoolgirl, I thought that was cool. And number 1, my favorite show of all time, and it's a classic. It is The Twilight Zone. I like watching it in black and white. It just has this kind of vibe. It's either really creepy or really heartwarming in a weird way. And if you've seen it, they have they redid it and have it in color TV. Yeah, but watch the black and whites first, and if you want to watch it in color, it's okay. But I prefer the old version of Twilight Zone myself, because it's classic, I don't know, and it's just has all these weird stories, and like Are You Afraid of the Dark, they always seem to have good morals and teach you good morals. Like that's why I like Are You Afraid of the Dark and Twilight Zone. A lot of nostalgia, a lot of growing up watching this show. So I made a couple of lists for Halloween. I hope you have a great Halloween and stay away from prickly candy, and I'll be back very soon.